Hey, what is up everybody? It is Nowonshall coming back to you with another Star Trek Fleet Command. Today we have a video that is more of a solid complaint when it comes down to what Scopley has done recently to the game that was a hidden nerf, and to me it isn't something right. And if you guys haven't seen Deuce's video, you might want to refer back to him, but I'm going to go over my thought process why they actually did this, because I don't think it's a legitimate reason why to do this. And it is screwing up the player base and making players mad. But before we get into it, don't forget to like that subscribe button, that bell notification down below. Remember, below that, if you hit the see more in my description, come join my Discord. Under that, 2 donation links, and then under that is a join button. Become a member either 1, 2, 5, 10, or 20 bucks a month, and it'll help out the channel greatly. And if you guys do want, go subscribe to my Twitch, follow, whatever you want to call it. But anyways, let's get into the video. Let's get into the meat and potatoes, if you want to call it, or the headache as we're seeing, because this is really a slap in the face to the player base for even thinking about this, because it is completely messed up. It honestly upsets me why they even did this. It doesn't matter what they think it was a hidden nerf that they didn't tell us, and we had to get customer service to tell us this kind of stuff, and not even asking content creators what they thought about. They just put it in place. I'm like, there you go, guys. Let's get into this. So let's go look at my desktop. Boom. We're on my desktop right now. So let's get it from another player's got this. My big head's kind of in the way, but we'll work around this. But it says, hey there, Commander. Aya here. It is a pleasure to work with you today. Thanks for bringing this up to our attention. I totally understand where you're coming from at. At the moment, we have rolled out an update wherein the loot and experience after the set limit will be capped at 1,500 kills a day, and this is done to prevent abuse of malicious software in game. I do get the sentiment that comes from this decision, and what I can do at the moment is take a note and feedback and send it to the team. Let them know. Bro, what in the actual, for real, why would you put a cap in the game to say malicious software, aka botters, to stop them from doing it? But you have numerous players in the game who actually do grind on a daily basis that don't use bots, that use it to support their in-game play from experience. Like one of my guys, Cloud, sent me a message, Cloud Strike. He said, I depend on this a lot. I grind speed ups and XP, and this helps him keep relevant in the game process, to keep able to store up for events and arcs and stuff like that. And Scopley said this is due to botters. I do not think this is even due to botters, because we have a lot of players who actually grind that, or set days like, okay, I'm going to sit down and play the game for the day. I'm going to get my rep up to X% or X level so I can have this ship, or I can have these officers, or I can grind for this ship. It honestly is a big slap in the face for free-to-play players and whales, because whales grind for experience, free-to-play players grind for ships, experience, everything. And it's a big slap in the face. And I don't understand why Scopley has done this to stop botters. No. Scopley, you can find a better way to doing this, because now you're putting a blockade on countless number of players. You might get some to quit from this because they can't grind it out, or they can't do stuff they want to do in the game. You're slowing their progress now more intentionally than ever for a small group of people, not a big group of people. The 1%ers, we'll call them. For the 1%ers, you're slowing them down because you think putting a limit on it will help. It won't. You're just going to make more players upset, more players mad. When I saw this, I was upset. And to be honest, I don't think this is the biggest reason they did it was for the botters. This is my conspiracy theory. Let's put my conspiracy theory out. Let me get the hat. Let me get the conspiracy theory hat, which I don't really have one. I'm grabbing a different hat. Okay. So, new hat, conspiracy theory, no one hat. A norm hat. Meh, whatever. But my theory is they put this implementation in place for the new players that are going into G5 space and getting the new G5 ships, specifically Ska and Neotech. They are putting this limiter on them so that they can't get the epic as quick as they want to get it. They are putting a reputation slowdown for them so that they cannot get these G5 epics, because I presumably think they aren't currently working. And they're giving themselves a timeline to actually fix the ships before they can get them. That is my biggest conspiracy theory hat. The more players that reach it, they're just seeing more broken things, and they won't have enough time to fix the problem. And I think that's what's happening, because if we think about when G5 was released, there were known bugs that came out with it, like the G3 rares. Their abilities didn't even work. All the G3 ships, or G5 ships abilities didn't work when G5 came out. And they had to fix it on the go. And then Scott had a 4 billion lock, or 4 billion faction. He couldn't even access that faction space because of a bug. They are putting limiters up to slow them down and slow players from reaching these reps down. This is my conspiracy. This is my thought process that they're doing it. So it's affecting the rest of the player base. And it's not right that they're doing this to affect the rest of the player base. No matter they're calling for botters, that's just a BS excuse. To me, that's a BS excuse. To say, hey, we're just doing it because of the botters. We're doing it because of the botters. We don't want them in the, we want to slow them down. You gotta find a more creative way to doing it, Scopley. Because we have players that, if you leave a ship out, let's say you leave a ship out, and let's say you auto grind with mobs hitting you. That's every 1 minute you get a kill. 60 minutes, 60 kills. Over an hour or over a day, yeah, that's not. Let's say at 720 kills. Okay, cool. Let's say you're grinding with 4 ships. 4 ships. And you're killing a ship every 10 seconds. Less than 4 hours, you're going to hit that same 1500 cap. And what do you do for the rest of your day? Nothing. Sign off the game, get off, stop spending money on the game, whatever. Scopley shooting themselves in the foot on this one. They need to dump that to 10,000, 20,000. If someone is actually botting and doing this that quickly, you'll be able to see it that way. But don't put a limiter on the game. Don't. Stop putting limits on people. This is just dumb. You're putting limiters on us to say bots. No, it is not bots. It is to slow the higher end people from getting those newer ships. That's what it is. We all know this. We all see this. So let's stop blaming it on bots, because it is beyond effing ridiculous. And I am honestly angry about this. And I know the normal player won't reach that number, 1,500 kills per day, but there are a lot of players in the player base that actually do this and grind down the game and actually do this. So it made me shave my head off. It made me so crazy. I lost all my hair. Yeah, I lost it before all that. But yeah. Scopley, remove the thing. Tell us why you did it. And just remove it. Plain and simple, freaking remove it. It is not worth having up there. It's bull that you even put it there to begin with. And it's more bull that we had to hear from customer service. What are you guys thinking? Talk to us. It is Nowonshall signing out. Remember to like, that subscribe, that bell notification down below. That is just, yeah. There in the description, there's all the other links. I'm just gonna sign off. I'm kind of disappointed right now. Later, guys.